everyone, welcome to week 3. Before we get started on our new material, I need to address a couple of concerns that I've been getting about the amount of work this class has been giving all of you as students. I've been getting an awful lot of complaints from many of you about how long the homework, viewing the lectures, the quizzes, how much everything takes. Now, if you're not familiar with how courses like this are set up, we have a 3-credit, 8-week course. That means that we have 16 weeks worth of material that is accelerated into an 8-week block. To facilitate taking courses for you as nurses, they have consolidated classes or condensed them so that it would take less time. So you could take more courses at a time, presumably, so that you could get your degree faster. Now, I know a lot of you are concerned about your pace in the class and understanding of the concepts and what grade you're getting. Firstly, nobody is getting less than a 91% in this class. That is outrageously good for a chemistry in a non-degree seeking program. That means for somebody who's not seeking a chemistry or an advanced science degree. Now, as far as the homework taking a long time, the assignments that I'm giving you are meant to serve as a way for you to practice the concepts that I'm teaching you in these video lectures. Without working the problems, there is no way that you can learn the concepts. So if you feel like you're having a hard time learning the concepts, you might want to ask me for more problems to work through. It's just like learning anything that's complex. Learning a hard song on the piano. You have to practice day after day after day. I've been practicing the same song for the last 3 months. It's just like learning how to throw a fastball. You can't get good at any of that stuff unless you practice and make a concerted commitment to practice this stuff on a daily basis. Yes, it's going to take a long time. You might have to put in hours and hours and hours on end. Your lives might be ruined for the next 6 weeks. That's just one of the prices that we have to pay for getting an advanced degree like a bachelor's degree in nursing. It's not easy, and that's why not all your colleagues are able to do it. You are all smart and you are all capable of getting the material and putting in the time. I know that you are. Your grades have reflected such. So, as far as the homework that I'm giving you, in addition to it being a practice of the concepts, I'm not giving you any more work than I give my 15-week classes, class students. They get a week to do their homework as well, and their work is about the same amount of time as far as being time-consuming as what you're getting from me. Now that's on the top of probably 3 or 4 of the courses that those students are taking. I know that it's a lot of work, and I know that you're putting in an awful lot of time for my class, and that I'm not the only thing that you've got going in your lives. But the complaining and the whining about how much time it takes has got to stop. It's not solving any problems. And sending me emails like, "Michelle, please help," in all capital letters, is not going to bode well for you in the future. We're trying to teach you how to learn complex concepts. It's not the material so much as it is being able to put it all together, to be able to critically think. And we can't do that without practice. That's why it's so hard. That's why chemistry isn't for everyone. So, I'm going to give you the same threat that I have to give my undergraduates. If I hear any more complaining or whining about how much time the course takes, you can consider yourselves as having double, yes, double, the amount of homework for the rest of the term. Please don't do that to me. That's awful. For every one of you, I have to grade the homework. And because I'm writing all new homework assignments for you, I have to also write the keys. So it's a lot more work for me to do that. I don't want to have to do it, but I've done it before. If there's one thing I can't take, it's complaining and whining for no purpose. Ask my kids. So, we will not be complaining, we will not be whining. If you want to make complaints to Brianna, you are welcome to do so. She knows how much work a course like this takes, and she knows that my expectations are not unreasonable. I cannot take material out of the course, and I cannot give you less homework, but I can give you more. please don't make me do that. So, with all of that diatribe being said, you now have, due next week, a week from, on the 22nd of May, you have an 8-page homework assignment with 52 problems. No, I didn't just purposely give you more problems this week just because I'm all hacked off with you, because I'm not. I'm a pretty patient person, but we gotta stop the whining. It's not professional, and it's not what your doctors and your colleagues are going to put up with in the real world. You all can attest to that. So, the 52 problems and 8 pages of homework. It's daunting. It's going to take a long time. Sacrifice yourself to that fact. With that being said, in tonight's lecture alone, we're going to be going through 10 or 15 examples from your homework. We're actually going to be doing the problems on the homework. That's 20 to 30% of the homework that you'll be getting the answers to. All of the problems on your homework, I'm going to do an example that's similar to those problems. I don't want to get any more emails about how there are no more examples in the notes, in your lecture notes or on the video, like any of the homework problems, because there certainly are. The onus is upon you to watch the videos, do the example problems along with me, go back systematically and make sure where your mistakes are, that you're not going to make those again, and to then ask specific content-related questions. Remember how I told you at the beginning I don't respond to the I don't get how to set it up questions? Setting it up is the whole problem, and we'll see that later on. Now, today's material is all pretty much the same, so I want you to focus. Make sure that you're not already getting in a mindset, my husband calls it awfulizing, where you start thinking that something is going to be just terrible, and then everything, oh, this is horrible. Oh, another one, this is just awful. This really sucks. That kind of attitude is what's preventing a lot of you from getting ahead in the course. Because yeah, everything's awful. The whole course is going to be awful. It's chemistry. It's not supposed to be a picnic in the sun. With that being said, I understand, and that's why, as you can see, I've been very willing to answer any of your questions and to help you as much as you need. Some of you have been calling me on the phone to get explanations for some questions. I totally don't mind doing any of that to help you. But we all need to get on the same page and make sure that we're all participating and giving our all. With that being said, if for some reason you can't find enough time in a week to get the homework solved, don't answer some of the questions. Yeah, you'll lose points, but maybe your sanity is better than the points you're missing. So that brings me to my next point. Maybe you might not get an A in this class. Some of you won't. Some of you will never get an A in chemistry ever. That's okay. You don't need to get an A. I told one of you this week that my dad is a pharmacist and he had to take many, many chemistry courses. He got all B's and C's, no A's. Last year, my dad works for Walmart, and in the entire region that he's in of all the Walmart pharmacies, he was the pharmacist of the year. It's not because he did well in chemistry, because he didn't get A's. It's because he knows his practice. You guys need to know your practice. And this chemistry is helping you, whether you want to believe that or not. So with that being said, we're going to start today's material in part 2, and all of the complaining and whining is all water under the bridge, and we're going to start afresh. So no more ill feelings, no more bad feelings about how hard this class is, because we all know that it's hard. We're just going to have to buckle down and get through the next 6 weeks, and then you'll be done.